Good morning, boys. Before we learn the vectors further, let us solve one interesting problem. This problem is asked by our Karthik again. So Karthik keeps on asking the doubts. It's good. So I'm going to solve one problem first. Okay. The problem is like this. A piece of wood of mass 0.01 kg is dropped from the height of a building of 200 meter tall. A piece of wood of mass 0.01 kg is dropped from the top of a building of 200 meter height. At the same instant, a bullet of mass 0.02 kg is fired upwards with a velocity of 200 meter per second from the ground. The bullet gets embedded in the wooden piece. The bullet gets embedded in the wooden piece after striking it. The height to which the combination rises, above the building is 4 options. 846.4 meter, that is option A. Option B, 841.5 meter. Option C, 830.5 meter. Option D, 860.5 meter. I think you understood the problem. I have just drawn a small schematic diagram. A wooden piece is dropped from the top of a building of height 200 meter. See here. At the same instant, simultaneously, a bullet is fired from the ground with 200 meter per second in the same line, the same direction. The question is, when the bullet strikes the wooden piece, at certain moment, the bullet strikes the wooden piece. After striking the wooden piece, both bullet and wooden piece together move up. Both the combination, the bullet and the wooden piece, they move up because of higher speed of the bullet. The question is, to what height from the top of the building the bullet rises? This is the question. Okay. In this problem, there are two parts. One part is application of free fall, equations of free fall. Another part is using the conservation of linear momentum. We are going to find out what is going to be the speed of the combination. Okay. So let us first assume that let x be the height from the ground. Let x be the height from the ground at which the bullet strikes the wooden piece. And if the height from the ground is x, then 200 minus x is the depth to which the wooden piece has fallen. You can just see it. The total height is 200 meter. If this much height is x, which is unknown, at which the bullet strikes the wooden piece, then wooden piece has fallen through a depth of 200 minus x. So now I can write the equations for this distance covered, x, and 200 minus x for the wooden piece. Okay, let me write the equation for the wooden piece. When the wooden piece is just dropped, its initial speed is 0. Then I will write directly, already I have written here. The distance covered by wooden piece, 200 minus x. I am using second equation of motion, that is h equal to ut plus half at square, s equal to ut plus half at square. Since the initial speed of the wooden drop is 0, so we get 0 plus ut, that is 0, plus half at square. Here the a is acceleration due to gravity. So acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g. and the time, let t be the time at which the bullet fixes with the wooden ball. The bullet fixes with the wooden piece, means the bullet strikes with the wooden piece. Let t be the time. So 200 minus x equal to ut. U is 0, so it becomes 0 plus half gt square. So here, while the wooden piece is falling down, we take that acceleration due to gravity as positive. And when the bullet is fired from the ground, the bullet, as it keeps on rising, its speed goes on decreasing. So that acceleration is also acceleration due to gravity. At that moment, we will take that one as retardation. So the sign for retardation is minus g. Half into 10 into t square. Let us take acceleration due to gravity as 10 meter per second square, where I have taken g equal to 10 meter per second square. Then 2 ones are 2 5s are, so it becomes 5t square. Call this equation 1. That is 200 minus x is equal to 5t square. Right. Now similarly, let me write the equation for x. That is for the bullet. The distance covered by the bullet, x equal to, let me assume u2 to be the initial velocity of the bullet, which is given by 200 meter per second. u2t plus half gt square. Here I have taken the sign of acceleration due to gravity as negative, as just now I told you it is undergoing deceleration or retardation. So I have taken the acceleration due to gravity as negative. So this becomes 200 into t minus half into 10 into t square. Half into 10 into t square becomes 5t square. So this I can write it as 2 ones are 2 5s are. So 200t minus 5t square. Now from the equation 1, what is the value of 5t square? 5t square is equal to 200 minus x. So I can just substitute the value of 5t square from the equation 1 into this equation. So let me call this equation as 2. So substituting 5t square is equal to 200 minus x. Now the equation becomes very simple. X is equal to, look at this, 200t minus 5t square. 5t square is 200 minus x. So 200 cancels. No, 200 will not cancel. So that becomes 200t minus 200 minus of minus plus x. Yes, you can see here. Here also x is there, here also x is there. If you take this x this side, x minus x becomes 0. So once x minus x becomes 0, I can write next 0 is equal to 200t minus 200. So from this I can calculate what is that time at which the bullet strikes the wooden piece. Therefore 200t equal to 200. So that implies t is equal to 1 second, because 200 by 200 cancels, so it becomes 1 second. Means exactly at 1 second the bullet is going to strike the wooden piece. After striking the wooden piece plus bullet together, the combination together rise up. To what height it rises up? That is the next question. So before we go for solving that height to which it rises up, let me first find out what is the velocity of the bullet when it just strikes this wooden piece. We know initial velocity 200 meter per second, and we can calculate what is final velocity v2 after 1 second. Similarly, what is the velocity with which the wooden piece is falling here? Let me take the velocity of wooden piece here as v1 and velocity of the bullet as v2. So I can calculate what is the velocity v1 and what is the velocity v2. Okay. So before that, what is this height x? We can substitute. We can substitute t equal to 1 and we can find out what is the height x. So if you just put it in the equation 1, you see in the equation 1, 200 minus x equal to 5t square. So put t equal to 1. If you substitute t equal to 1, then 5 into 1 becomes 5. Therefore, x becomes 200 minus 5. 200 minus 5 is 195 meter. It means at this height of 195 meter from the ground, the bullet strikes the wooden piece. The wooden piece has fallen down through just 5 meter because 200 minus x becomes 200 minus 195. So here it just becomes 5 meter. So at the depth of 5 meter from the top of the building, the both combination rise up. Okay. So before we solve that, let me first calculate what is the velocity v1 of the wooden piece and what is the final velocity of v2. So let me calculate it. Velocity of wood after 1 second. I will take it as v1. v1 equal to, again I am applying equation number 1, first equation of motion. v equal to u plus at. Here you see v1 equal to u1 plus at. So a here is g. So it becomes v1 equal to u1 is 0 plus g t1. T1 is t same. So it becomes 10 into t. v1 equal to 10 into t. But we have already found out t equal to 1 second. So it becomes 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Similarly, what is v2? Velocity of wood after 1 second. v2 equal to same u2 plus at. Here a is minus g. So u2 minus gt. Time of striking the wooden block is same instant. So that is t. T is again 1 second and I have taken minus because it is retarding. Therefore u2 is 200 minus 10 into 1. 10 into 1 becomes 10. So 200 minus 10, so it becomes v2 equal to 200 minus 10, 10 into 1, so it becomes 200 minus 10, that is 190 meter per second. So I got the velocity with which the bullet is striking the wooden piece and velocity with which the wooden piece is falling after 1 second. v1 and v2. These two velocities are very important to find the height through which the combination rises. Now, at this moment of striking, bullet striking the wooden block, the collision of bullet with the wooden piece takes place. Now we apply the principle of conservation of momentum. We have already learnt in 9th standard, if you recall, principle of conservation of momentum, law of conservation of momentum. Momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Total momentum of the system before collision is equal to total momentum of the system after collision. So I will write using principle of conservation of momentum. See here, momentum before collision at this moment, just during collision, at the moment of collision, that is the interaction here. At the moment of collision, v1 is the velocity of wooden block, v2 is the velocity of the bullet. So m1 is the mass of wooden block. Let me take m1 as the mass of wooden block and m2 as the mass of bullet. So that momentum before collision, I will write it as m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So this becomes total momentum before collision. m1 is the mass of wooden block and m2 is the mass of bullet. v1 is the velocity with which the block is just striking the bullet, and v2 is the velocity with which the bullet strikes the wooden block. Okay, this is equal to, after collision the combination rises up. When the combination rises up, wooden block and the bullet, when the combination rises up, they will have a common velocity v. Let us take that common velocity as v0. So I will write both together. The total mass now becomes m1 plus m2, and total momentum becomes m1 plus m2 v0, where I will write here v0 is the velocity of combination, after getting stuck. So now I will substitute the values of masses. 0.01, see here, 0.01 is the mass of the wooden block into, just now we have found out v1. v1 is equal to 10 meter per second. You can just see here, v1 is equal to 10 meter per second. Plus m2 is the mass of the bullet. Mass of bullet is 0.02 into velocity of bullet, just now found out, 190 meter per second, is equal to m1 plus m2, 0.01 plus 0.02, it becomes 0.03 into v0, where v0 is the velocity of the combination when it is just about to rise. Therefore, I can find out v0 as equal to 0.01 into 10, so it becomes 0.1 plus 0.02 into 190. So if you cancel 0, it becomes 0.2 into 19. 0.2 into 19 becomes 3.8 divided by 0.03. So this becomes 3.9 divided by 0.03. So after simplification, you see, it becomes 390 by 3. After the removal of decimal, it becomes 390 by 3. That is 3 ones are 3 threes are 3 zeros are meter per second. So the velocity with which the combination rises now, this velocity is found out to be v0, that is 130 meter per second. Let us assume that it rises to a height h from here. It rises to a height h from here. So when it reaches the maximum height, the final velocity becomes 0. After the final velocity becoming 0, again the combination starts falling down. So that helps me to calculate what is the height. Okay. So again we can use the third equation of motion, v square minus v0 square. So using third equation, v square, where v square is the final velocity, minus v0 square is equal to 2gh. You can take this h as capital H, because small h we have taken the height of the building. So I will take this h as capital H. And again, the combination, wooden piece as well as the bullet, when they rise up, the acceleration is again acceleration due to gravity. So it is again retardation. So I have taken minus sign. Just remember minus sign. So final velocity is 0. So 0 minus 130 into 130 square is equal to minus 2 into, I have taken acceleration due to gravity as 10 into h, which we want to calculate. Therefore h is equal to, so minus minus cancels, 130 into 130 by 2 into 10. 1 0 cancels here, so 2 ones are 2 65s are, so 65 into 13. 65 into 13, 13 5s are 65, carry 6, 13 6 are 78, 78 plus 6 becomes 84, 78 plus 6, 84. So total height is going to be 845 meter. So 845 meter is the height from this to this particular point. But what is the height from the building? That is the question. So from here to here we have followed 200 minus x. So it is 200 minus 195, it is 5 meter. From here to here it is 5 meter. So if you subtract 5 meter from here, the remaining height is 845 minus 5. So it becomes 840. So now from the position of collision, h is equal to 845 meter. But from the top of the building, it is further 5 meter from this point, so we can subtract 5 meter. It becomes 845 minus 5, that is 840 meter. But in the answer, you see, the first one is 846.4, definitely it is not correct. Second one is 841.5 meter is correct, because here I have assumed g equal to 10 meter per second square. So if you assume g equal to 10 meter per second square, we get the answer 840. If you take g equal to 9.8 meter per second square, if you take g equal to 9.8 meter per second square, you see here 2 into 1 by 2 into 9.8. Here itself it becomes 4.9. So 200 minus x becomes 4.9. 4.9 into 1, 4.9 meters. Means 840 minus 4.9. 845. 845 minus 4.9, if you subtract, it comes out to be 841.5. Yes. So if you take g equal to 9.8 meter per second square, the answer is going to be 841.5. So the correct answer is B. B is the correct answer. 841.5. So this is how you have to apply the knowledge of free fall and equations of motion, and then you have to apply the knowledge of law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum. These are very important, and thus we will be able to solve such problems. Okay, next we will see about vectors.